YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know it has been quite some time, but I went on a couple of trips and then classes started back up for me. So I decided to take a little bit of a break from YouTube just so I can kind of reorganize my schedule. And so that is why you are seeing this video on Saturday. That is going to be the new weekly upload. We're going to be uploading videos on Saturday. So look out for those every week on Saturdays. For the first Brilliant Stars video, we are going to definitely be using Arceus VSTAR. And yes, I know I'm going to be saying Arceus a lot in the video. It's just how I know Arceus to be. I've always called him Arceus. It's a god, so it has no gender. But anyway, that is what we are going to be playing today. So let us hop on the deck list and I'll show you what I am working with. So yes, we are using Arceus VSTAR with Rayquaza VMAX. I know you've probably seen a bunch of different deck lists with this pairing, but I've just been always wanting to use Rayquaza VMAX and I just never found a good place for it in the meta. It was always a little bit underperforming. It's a very strong card, don't get me wrong, but by the time that Rayquaza VMAX got set up, you've discarded so many things and your opponent's just rapid striking all over you. So yes, now with Arceus VSTAR, Rayquaza is a potent force in the meta and I really love this pairing. I cannot stress enough how good Arceus makes Rayquaza. You probably already know what Arceus VSTAR does. You've probably seen it around everywhere, but just in case if you don't know, you have a VSTAR ability, which is Starbirth, which allows you to search for any two cards that you want at any point, as long as they don't have Path of the Peak in play. But that is a super strong ability because it allows you to make your combos go off. It allows you to keep momentum going. It allows you to come back even if you have a bad start, which you'll see in one of these games where we go up against the mirror match. So that is super nice. Now you have 280 HP, so it's a little bit less than a VMAX, and you only lose 2 prizes when it gets knocked out. So it's actually better than V's, less than VMAX's, but it's in that perfect Goldilocks spot. And then besides that, you have Trinity Nova. Yes, that is me, Nova. It is such a good attack. You, for 3 colorless energy, you hit for 200, which is nothing to laugh at. And you can search your deck for 3 basic energies and attach them to your Pokemon V in any way that you like. So it allows you to accelerate those Rayquazas, allows you to get those fire energies if you're missing those fire energies for that attack cost on Rayquaza, allows you to get lightning energy to accelerate your board and get attacking right away. Now with the double turbo energy, which is now in Brilliant Stars, you're going to be doing 180, but with Choice Belt, you're doing 210. So you can take out some pretty nice low HP V Pokemon, which you will also see when we go up against Suicune later on. Now that's Arceus VSTAR. Now Rayquaza VMAX is a potent force. It has Azure Pulse, which allows you to discard your hand and draw 3 cards, which will come in clutch because a lot of the times you're set up so well, you don't need a bunch of junk in your hand. So you can just toss it away, grab those things that you really need, like a boss towards the end game. So it's really nice. And then you have Max Burst, which allows you to discard any amount of fire energy or lightning energy and allows you to do 80 damage for each of those fire energies or lightning energy that you discarded, plus an additional 20. Now you're only going to be discarding lightning energies unless occasionally you want to discard fire energies, but this is a lightning box engine, so you're going to be always discarding the lightning energy, and it's such a powerful attack. Now we are playing with Flaffy with the Dynamotor ability, allows you to accelerate those energies that you did discard with that Max Burst attack from Rayquaza, and it just keeps your attackers going. We are running a Crobat just in case we dead draw, and we're also running Lumineon, which is another new card that's been added from Brilliant Stars. You probably have also seen this in a bunch of different deck lists as well, but Lumineon is so great because it allows you to grab any supporter from your deck and put in your hand, and it's just a clutch card. It's so nice. It definitely works really well with Palpad because if you spend your Azure Pulses discarding precious resources like boss, you can Palpad those bosses back into your deck and then put down Lumineon and just grab them right away. So there's a really nice combo with Palpad and Lumineon. Besides that, everything else is pretty standard. Ultra Ball is really nice in this deck. It allows you to discard lightning energy so that you can accelerate them with Flaffy, and it allows you to grab any Pokemon. Since Adventurous Discovery is also a really good card because it allows you to also pretty much do what Ultra Ball does. Allows you to grab all of your Vs that you need. So if you need a Lumineon to grab a supporter for next turn, if you need the VSTAR, you can grab that with Adventurous Discovery. If you need the VMAX, you can grab it with Adventurous Discovery. Such a good card. We played 2 bosses. Now I kind of wish we had a third one. What I would actually do is probably get rid of Rose and put that in place for a third boss. But with the Palpad, with the Lumineon, you're not really hungry for that third boss. I just kind of wish it was there sometimes to increase my odds of grabbing it without having to discard a lot of cards. Besides that, we play 1 Marnie. You could bump this up even more, probably mess around with the Professor's Research and Marnie ratios, but I kind of like where the deck was sitting at. You do want to discard a lot of stuff. That's why we have the research to discard those energies when we need to. 1 Air Balloon, just because we do need a switch. We do play 2 copies of Switch, so a lot of switching options here. We do play 2 Choice Belts. You play 3 double turbo energies. That's really all you need. You don't need to have that 4th one. 3 fire energies and 7 lightning energies. So that's pretty much it for the deck list. Let us hop onto the ladder and I'll show you some of the matches that I got with Arceus VSTAR and Rayquaza. It has been a hot minute since I've been on PTCGO, but let's see. Already winning the coin flip. Things are already looking up. Fix my chair a bit. Okay. We're gonna have to do the Rayquaza start. That's fine. We don't have any supporter, but we do have Crobat, so that's not terrible. But not a lot of things to burn. It looks like they're starting off with their own Arceus V. I think the only thing I can really do is attach and pass. Yeah. Looking a little rough. Let's see. They could get the turn 1 Trinity charge, and they will. They will. So they get to search their deck for anything. They're going to get rid of a Choice Belt, which is pretty good. Yeah. Don't know how many they're playing. Looks like they might be, we're in the mirror match. I was just about to say, based off of the deck box, I think we're in the mirror. But they're already in a way better position than I am. So we're going to have to step it up this next turn. Okay, they already have a Rayquaza pretty much up and running. I think what we'll do is we'll have to promote this. I'll put this here. I don't love it, but I might have to Crobat for... I might have to Crobat for 2 and then discard the hand. Yeah, let's do that. We'll Crobat for 2. Okay, we got some things, so that's not too bad. What we can do is we can Ultra Ball away the 2 lightning energies. We can grab ourselves... I think we grab an Arceus of our own, or do we grab Flaffy? Well, we can get that off of Stormy Mountains if we pull that. And if we get another Quick Ball, we can also do it that way too. So I think we'll grab the Arceus V. Don't know if that was the correct play, but it's the play I'm going to make. I'll put Lumineon down, even though that is, I have 2 liabilities. I don't really like that as much, but I think now what I'm going to do is, I think I'll go for Research. Research is probably the best move here. So I'll Research the hand away, send some things off. We do get that Stormy Mountain, which is nice. I can pop that so that I can get a Mareep down on the field. And then I'll put another Rayquaza down. That's okay. So this all seems like a really good hand. I don't really need to do anything else. They're going to hit us next turn. I could hit them for 80, which I don't know if is amazing here. I think we just... So we don't have any more lightning energies to... But we can get another Rayquaza V, and we can also switch it out if we need to. So I think I'll just go for the max burst and discard the lightning. I think that's okay. Because then we'll hit this for 100. That way we can potentially KO it next turn, unless they switch into their fresh Rayquaza VMAX, which is likely. They can definitely do their V-Star power to get whatever they need, so we'll have to look out for that too. Okay, so they are going to get that VMAX, or they're going to get the Arceus. Yep, they're going for Arceus VSTAR, actually. Okay, so we just need to do 180 to it, which means we'll have to potentially, we'll just need to discard 2 cards, 2 energies from a Pokemon, which isn't hard to manage. We have a fire energy in hand. If we can get a Mareep and what else do we need? We need Mareep. And we could use a Rose. That might actually be necessary here, just because we don't have another Mareep. That's the reason why I didn't want to bench both Crobat and Lumineon, because it kind of restricts our bench space a little bit. But if we could get another Arceus VSTAR along with a double turbo, we can actually power up the Rayquaza pretty easily. But it looks like they're going to be able to do their own thing. They got Crobat, which means they're going to draw into a fresh 6 cards, or a fresh 5 cards for a full 6 hand. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy with how we started compared to them. They have a way better start than us, so they're probably going to be able to take this first knockout with their Rayquaza VMAX if they can accelerate more energies. They're not going to do anything with Rose, which is interesting, but they are going to go do Adventurous Discovery, so they'll probably grab some more Rayquazas, maybe another Arceus VSTAR if they need it. And they're running Eldegoss, which is interesting. Eldegoss would probably be really good instead of maybe Crobat. I don't know, maybe instead of Lumineon we play Eldegoss? I'm not sure. Because you definitely don't want to play Crobat, Lumineon, and Eldegoss. That's just way too many liabilities. And they're just going to do Trinity Nova. Okay. And so they're doing 180 to me, but that's going to be a knockout next turn if I don't get anything set up this turn. So how do we do this? We can quick ball away the Arceus in the Stormy Mountains, grab a Mareep, accelerate energy, drop the fire, retreat, and then we can hit this again, but I would have to discard 2 energies. I could boss up. How do I want to play this? Let's definitely put this, or do I want to go with Trinity Nova this turn? I don't even know if I can do that though, because I don't have a double turbo energy. I would have to fish for the double turbo energy, so I could Ultra Ball. Let's do this. We're going to Ultra Ball away the Stormy Mountains and the Arceus VSTAR. And I'm going to grab the, or sorry, not the Arceus VSTAR, the Arceus V. And we're going to grab the VSTAR here. We're going to put this in play. I'm going to drop this here. Now, what do we need? We need double turbo and we need Mareep. So I think we can do that. Let's actually do Azure Pulse first while we have this low hand. I don't mind losing the fire energy. We do get the evolution incense, so we do grab the Flaffy, which is nice. So I can do that. Now I just needed any sort of support. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do this anyway. So we'll do the Starbirth, grab ourselves the double turbo, and I think we can go with Marnie. We haven't done a supporter this turn, right? Yeah, I think I can go with Marnie. That's fine. So I'm going to use this Dynamotor to put the lightning energy on the Arceus VSTAR. I'm going to attach the double turbo energy. Do we need a Palpad? I'm okay with saving the Palpad later. I'll go with Marty. Set their hand size because they had a pretty big hand as well. And we can actually go with the Choice Belt and get the knockout on this. Well, we'll get the knockout anyway, so I actually want to save that Choice Belt for this Rayquaza. So I'll do this. I'll retreat. And then go with this Trinity Nova. Hit the Arceus VSTAR, grab 2 prizes, and then accelerate my energy onto this fresh Rayquaza V. Now, the only thing we need is a Rayquaza VMAX, but hopefully we can grab some way of getting it this next turn, potentially off these 2 prizes. Well, let's go. Okay, we got one. Rayquaza VMAX, what can we get? And a research, that's not too bad. Okay, I will take this any day of the week. So now we just have to figure out how to one-shot this Rayquaza VMAX. We can accelerate 2 lightning energies onto this fresh one right here. and then potentially take a knockout that way. We would need, actually no, we would need to discard a lot to take a knockout on a VMAX. But even with choice belts, let's see, if we have potentially 4 lightning energies, yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, that's definitely enough. Okay, so we can definitely take the knockout on this VMAX next turn. I'm just worried that they might boss up this V, or this VMAX, the one with the 180 damage, which would not be the best thing in the world. They do have like their attackers split though, so it's going to be hard for them to take a full knockout. But they can definitely take the knockout on the VMAX. That's not a problem for them. But to take a knockout on this other V, will be nah, it wouldn't be that tough, honestly. They literally just need 3. It's fine. They're not gonna. It's not a problem for them to take a knockout. It's just depending on what will they take a knockout on. That's the question. Now it looks like they finally got their Mareep on the bench, but it's gonna be a bit late. They got rid of an escape rope, which is something interesting that they could have used before they did the Azure Pulse, because they could have just switched and forced me to put up something in the active, which makes me think that they might want to actually take out this Arceus VSTAR. I could just keep swinging with this Arceus VSTAR, doing 2, or no, I don't have a choice belt on it, so I can do 180, potentially taking 2-hit KOs on their VMAXs, and then potentially trying to boss up their last VMAX for a game. Let's see how they play this turn. They are going to go for this KO in the active. So they KO this VSTAR. They're only going to take 2 prizes. I promote the VMAX, accelerate my energy onto this. They're going for it. Yeah, they're trying to take the knockout on this VSTAR. Okay. If I only take away 3, no, I would have to take away 4, even with the choice belt. Because if I do 3, that is 240 plus 20 is 260 plus 30 is, or yeah, plus 30 is 290, which is not enough. We'll go Stormy Mountains, just see what we have. I could put another Rayquaza. I think I'm just going to put the Mareep down. I don't see us having to play multiple Rayquazas in this matchup. We'll go here. I can actually slap on a choice belt on nothing. Yeah, I don't need to just slap a choice belt on anything. I could attach the lightning energy here, and then I can go Flaffy here, put this on this Rayquaza. Do I need to do anything else? I don't need to save the choice belt. I don't need quick ball. I don't need anything else. So I'm actually going to go ahead and research. Yeah, let's research. See what we get out of these fresh new cards. We get another Rayquaza VMAX, an Arceus V, Palpad. Palpad's actually really good, so I'll stick with the Palpad. And then what I'll do is I'll retreat and just take my knockout on this Rayquaza VMAX. So 1, 2, 3, 4? Do I definitely need the 4. Is my math correct? Yeah, my math was correct. I needed the 4. Now it's going to be hard for us to take a knockout next turn, but we actually just need to boss KO. So that's really all we need to do. We don't need to fetch for anything, really. We don't need to do like an extravagant KO on a VMAX or a VSTAR. We just really need to just take a Flaffy, knock it out. So they need to swing into this Rayquaza VMAX, which then will allow me to power up whatever Rayquaza's on the bench. I don't see them potentially taking out both Rayquaza VMAXs, so as long as we can draw into a boss, we will be good. But that is the question. If we can draw into the boss, we'll be golden. But if we don't, we might be in a little bit of trouble. Now, will they be able to power up this Rayquaza VMAX with 4 lightning energies? That's the question. Because did they do an attachment for turn? I didn't see if they did an attachment for turn or not. Oh, they have their own boss, so they are going to take out this Rayquaza VMAX anti-way, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. We have Switch in hand. We can actually just Pal Pad, put the boss back in the deck, and then just Azure Pulse everything away until we get boss. That's really all that's actually all I'm gonna need to do just to take this game. And they concede. Yes, so we won the mirror match. Even though we had a slower start than our opponent, we were able to still keep it going. And that's the power of Arceus VSTAR, even though it didn't get to attack much with its Trinity Nova attack, but that Star Birth was really able to let us stay in the game and not fall behind. Ooh, a Volcanion. I definitely need to make a Volcanion deck with this new Magma Basin. I think it's going to be really good. So that's probably going to be the next deck I make. All right, we start off with an Arceus V, which is really nice, and a double turbo, and a choice belt, double choice belt, and research. All of this I like. And my opponent's just going to start off with a Sobble, which is fine. I'm going to put the double turbo. I might as well slap the choice belt, even if they have Scrapper. It forces them to use their Scrapper, and then I can just slap on another one. We'll see what my opponent has. They could be playing Rapid Strike Urshifu. They could be playing literally any sort of deck. Sobble is such a staple. I was hoping to see that once Brilliant Stars came out, that Sobble would kind of get rotated out, but Barrel would start becoming a little bit more popular. But you just can't beat the Shady Dealings. It's too good. All right, they're going to level ball, probably for a Lotad. Okay, so we're probably playing against Suicune Ludicolo, which is going to be interesting. And they're probably just going to go for a Keep Calling. Yep, that's what they'll do here. Now, what do I need to do? I need to get Arceus VSTAR and an Energy. And hopefully a Rayquaza on the bench. We get something of the sorts. We can toss away... We can toss away these two, that's fine. And then I will grab my Arceus VSTAR. I can put that down. It may have been better to go with the Rayquaza and put that on, but I can always get that with Quick Ball, so I'm not too fussed about that. We'll just research here. And we have Stormy Mountains, so we're all good. So let's do Stormy Mountains first, because we can always Quick Ball for the Flaffy. So I'll do that. I'll Quick Ball away. I don't know if I want Rose this turn. I don't know if I actually need another Arceus. I do need that Lightning Energy though, because I need to power that up. So I think I'll just get rid of the Rose. Don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. And you know what? We'll slap down the Arceus V. That's fine. And then I'll go here, and then let's go Trinity Nova. We'll accelerate some energy. I want to keep the Star Bursts just for something that I absolutely need. Here's the question. Well, no, there's no question. For some reason, I thought I had two Rayquazas. I was like, do I do two Fire Energies? No, I just stick with what I have and just go from there. So I will power up this Rayquaza. And you know what? Let's put one on the V just in case we need to attack with it. We can just slap on the double turbo. And we do get the VMAX off the prizes, which is grand. But we do have Adventurous Discovery to grab us some more stuff too. Adventurous Discovery is actually really good in this deck just because now Adventurous Discovery can pull out Crobat, Luminion. Those are all really good pulls for Adventurous Discovery on top of like the V-Stars and the V-Maxes and everything. All right, so they're going to start their Shady Dealing train. Let them grab whatever they need. We don't have any Lightning in the discard, which is... it's not terrible. We can just keep swinging with Trinity Nova until my opponent has to answer this Arceus VSTAR. That's why I love Arceus VSTAR so much. It's just so much utility, so much support, and it just does everything, right? It allows you to attack for decent damage, accelerate energy. You have Starbirth for, you know, very specific situations where you need something, or just, you know, keep the momentum going on your side of the field. So I probably will use Starbirth next turn, maybe grab a Flaffy, grab, I don't know, whatever I need in order to, you know, force my opponent to really sweat over their board. I could potentially grab Boss next turn because I have everything I need. I don't need to grab the V-Star or another VMAX. I can just go for Boss and boss up that Suicune. I actually want to keep my bench a little bit scarce so that their Suicune is doing minimal damage. Now, with the Lotad, though, that's kind of hard to maintain just because Ludicolo's going to be able to slap on an extra 100 on that. Sounds like a player. Okay, so they are going to go into this Suicune. They're going to do the fleet-footed. They do have Melanie in hand. I saw that, so they're going to use the Melanie, so they can get an attack off this turn. This is a situation where Cheryl could actually be kind of useful. Or not Cheryl, sorry. Charon's Care? Charon's Care. That's what I was talking about, yeah. Because then you can just pick up everything from Arceus VSTAR and then just swing in with Rayquaza. But I'm actually fine with this because then I don't have to search for the boss. I can just straight up KO this Suicune if I want to. Ooh, and they are actually gotta go with this Ludicolo play. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 260. Is it enough? If my math is correct, it's not enough. Unless I bench one more thing, it shouldn't be enough. Is that fleet-footed a bench Pokemon? No, they just missed out by one bench Pokemon. So we are going to be able to take the knockout here. I'm going to go put this on here. Do I put the double turbo? We got rid of one choice belt, so we don't have another. So there's no reason for me to have a Arceus VSTAR up and running. Let's do this. Let's grab another Mareep. Yeah, I'll grab another Mareep. I'll do that. That's fine. And then I think we just go research here. I'm fine with that. I'll put Flaffy down. What could I Starbirth here, actually? You know what? I think I'll save my Starbirth. Just because they don't have a Suicune. I mean, they could power up another Suicune, but I'm totally fine with just leaving my board as is. Just because they don't have another spot for Ludicolo and Suicune, so unless they scoop up this Ludicolo, they're not going to be able to do much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Quick Ball away this... I'll Quick Ball away the Crobat. I'm not going to need Crobat. And then I'll grab another Rayquaza. Do I need it right now? I don't need it right now. So I'm going to just save it. I'll just go with the Trinity Nova and take the knockout. I'm fine with that. And then, yeah, we can accelerate some energy. I think I'll just accelerate 2 lightning energy. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I'll just accelerate 2 lightning energy here. Maybe I should have benched the Rayquaza now that I think about it, because then I could have accelerated that fire energy, but it's okay. I'm not too fussed about it, because then we also have the Evil Incense for the other Arceus VSTAR, and then I can just grab the energy that way too. So many options. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Arceus VSTAR only has 20 hit points left, so they need to get an attacker out, and they need to hit this Arceus VSTAR. Otherwise, I'm just going to be trucking through their bench. So they are going to scoop up this Ludicolo, or unless they might need to scoop up, yeah, they're actually going to scoop up the Drizzile so that they can reuse the Shady Dealings. But will it be enough? Because not only do they have to slap down another Ludicolo line, which they can't do feasibly this turn, they also need to get another attacker in play. So they would need a Suicune as well as a lot of bench Pokemon. I mean, they can take the knockout on this V-Star, that's no problem, but like, what are they going to answer to when I promote Rayquaza VMAX or another Arceus V-Star? So we'll see what my opponent does here. And if they don't choose to KO this V-Star, I can just boss KO that Suicune. So let's see. Do they choose to go aggressive? I think they are. They are choosing to go aggressive because they have an attachment and a way to switch. They can take a knockout. Ooh, they are going to go with the Shady Dealings and Teleon to grab some more things. So let's see what they grab. Let's just double check we have the damage to take out that Suicune. 80 times 3, yeah, that's plenty. Because we do 240, 260, definitely enough. Unless they get the Cape of Toughness. But even with the Cape of Toughness, that's 260. So we'll still take the knockout with this Rayquaza. Because yeah, 3 energy, that's 240 plus the extra 20 is 260. So it's perfect math for us. What are they trying to grab? Ooh, cross switcher play. Okay. I'm wondering how they're going to use that then. So they are going to scoop up that, which means they can put the Suicune into the active. So they are going to be aggressive this turn, which is nice. Love to see that from my opponent. Now, how many double turbos do we have? I think we still have 1, so we could potentially attack with another Arceus VSTAR if we wanted to. But I don't think that's going to be the play. Just because now what I want to do is just try and get another Rayquaza set up and have my Flaffies KO, or not, have my Flaffies power up my other Rayquaza. Because this Arceus on the bench is really just for Starbirth at this point. So I'll promote the VMAX and see what I can get. They do have another Ludicolo or a Lotad on the bench, so they can get a Ludicolo play if they so desire it. But what I'm going to do is I'll just put this down here. I have another Flaffy, so that is good. I can put this here. And then I could power up that with this. Do I need my boss? That's the question. How many more bosses do I have? I do have my other boss in deck, and I could fish it out with Lumineon if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to save it for now. I can Ultra Ball here, get rid of the Research, get rid of the Mareep, do that, and then grab myself my other Arceus VSTAR. And so right now, I'm okay, because I can just go Max Burst, take away these 3 lightning energies, and get my KO, right? Okay, good. My math is still good. I do get the KO on the Suicune. Next turn, we have boss. We have Arceus VSTAR. We can definitely we have a lot of options. We even have our fire energy, so we don't even need to search for that. Literally, all we need to do is attach the fire energy, Flaffy it up onto this Rayquaza, switch into that, and then just boss KO whatever they have on the bench. Now, they can potentially get a KO on this Rayquaza VMAX. Let's see. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, plus the extra one from Lotad. I don't think it's enough. Unless they play like a Choice Belt version of the Suicune, I don't think they're going to be able to take out this VMAX, which is good for us, because then we can just VSTAR, get a switch, power up this Rayquaza on the bench, and then just take out whatever they have in the active. So let's see what my opponent does here. How many lightning energies do we have? We should have 3. Yeah, we have 3 in the discard, so we can at least accelerate 2. We can slap on the fire energy, and then just get an attack off next turn. Yeah, even if they swing in, even if they KO this VMAX, we can promote anything and then just retreat and take the knockout with our Rayquaza VMAX. We do need a VMAX. I didn't see that. I thought we had a VMAX in hand, but we don't. So we'll have to use a Starbirth for that. But I mean, besides that, I think we're pretty much set. We have a Zerpulse Pulse to get us going. Ooh, and they are going to Echoing Horn us. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 220. And plus 100, they actually can take the knockout. With that Echoing Horn, they have secured themselves a knockout as long as they can find a way to retreat this Inteleon in the active. And yeah, they powered up their Suicune. So my opponent's actually going to be able to take the knockout here, which is exciting. It's going to make this a really close match. But can they pull it off, actually. They need to switch still. But I mean, with Raihan, they can grab it. So, like, they definitely can pull it off. So they're going to take the knockout this turn. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to promote my Arceus VSTAR, use my Starbirth ability to grab myself a switch and a VMAX. Then I can just fluffy up my Rayquaza, and then just switch into my Rayquaza VMAX and take the knockout that way. And they're going to go for Level Ball. Give some Drizzile. I don't know what they're searching for, though. I'm being presumptuous because they have the knockout if they have the Ludicolo play. I don't know why they're going for Melanie. That seems like a moot point at this stage. They're also going to go for Bucket. Okay. But the question is, do they have Rare Candy Ludicolo? Which they probably do if they didn't search for it with the Shady Dealings. Yep, so there's the Rare Candy. There's the Ludicolo being dropped onto the field. Enthusiastic Dance. Now, they just have to switch. Yeah, the choice spell doesn't matter. They were going to get the knockout. And there's a concede. So yeah, next turn, we would have been able to Starbirth, got our switch, got our VMAX, got all the energy on the Rayquaza, and then just take the knockout on the Suicune. I don't know why my opponent was prolonging it, but that was a really close match. It was gonna be a 1-to-1 prize, so really liking how this deck works. I'm so glad I finally got to use Rayquaza in some sort of manner. Arceus VSTAR just makes Rayquaza work, and it is so good. That is going to be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this deck list. I really love these two cards paired together. I know there's a bunch of deck lists out with this pairing, and there weren't really any spicy techs in this deck list that I used today, but if you have an idea of a spicy tech that you would put into this deck list, then let me know down in the comment section. I would love to hear how you guys would spice up Arceus VSTAR and Rayquaza VMAX. If you haven't checked out the last video on this channel, it was the bingo challenge with Brilliant Stars pack openings, where that giveaway that is in that video is still going on. So if you want to get some free easy Brilliant Stars packs, then check out that video. Everything will be described in that video on how to enter that giveaway. That is going to be it for me. If you liked the video, then hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and then ring that bell to be notified of next week's video that will be dropping next Saturday. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later. For the video, if you liked